Barn cat gets a little aggravated when, well, when it's morning time and she's out of food. Welcome back to the vlogs, guys. So this week's gonna be a little weird. I don't have crazy much going on, but we are canning cranberries. We put away some cranberry sauce and cranberry jelly last night that was delicious. We're gonna work on that a little bit more today, so I might bring you along for that. And I've got to take down a little bit shelter because, well, they're over on the other pasture, but we moved everybody back up. So Little Bit is out on the front pasture. We've got her up there right now because, well, that's where we keep her normally in wintertime until it gets too cold. And we've got the other trio, if you can see them over there. They're over on the big pasture. They're up here in the barn. So that's where they stay because they're going to be having babies here in about a month. We bred for early December babies this year, so we're going to see what happens there. I'm really hoping that they can get some babies going out in early December. So let's feed Barn Cat here because Lord knows she's not going to be happy if we don't feed her. So let's see what we got going here. There's your food, girl. Well, guys, this is our feed area in the barn. We got our feed ready to take over the big hens. Danny's taking care of the chick house over there. But this is our feed area. You see something wrong here? Yeah, it's bare. Well, hold on a second. I fixed that. The little thing got caught right up in here. But it's pretty bare. I have to go get feed tomorrow morning. I gotta go to the bank, put money in, and then get feed. So right now is that weird transition stage where the pullets are starting to lay, but they're not laying very much. So the big hens are having to pay for the pullet feed and for their own feed right now. So it's that weird transition that we prepare for every go around, but it's a transition time. So that's when our feed bunk over here gets a lot lower on feed. Normally I have a good supply of feed that I keep in here, but it just gets a little bit lower just because we're having to pretty much pay for twice as much feed on the same amount of money that we get from just their eggs. The pullets are starting to lay, so they're going to be paying for their own feed here in a minute, but it's a couple weeks transition period for that. So I'm going to go get feed tomorrow. I'll probably bring you guys along for that. We're going to go take care of pork and chop here in a little while. Obviously, I'll bring you guys along with that, the weekly pig update. I mean, I hope you guys are liking the weekly pig update. So we're going to catch you guys up in just a second. I got to show you guys, Dad's got about half the trim painted on the hen house, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. Alright guys, I know it's hard to see in the sun, but those boards are now white. Dad got the trim painted up on these the other day, so, which I really appreciate because I can't paint trim to save my life. I just would have had white paint all over this place. So that's the trim, guys. Alright guys, so we're making cranberry sauce today. We made a batch of that last night and a batch of jelly last night. So cranberry sauce pretty much consists of some cranberry juice, some sugar, and some cranberries. So when we get to the point of the cranberries popping, I'll show you guys that because it's actually pretty neat. So we'll catch you guys up in just a second. So guys, the cranberry sauce itself gets processed in something called a water bath, and that's what this is. So you get this up to boiling. Steamed up the camera. You get this up to boiling, and then what you do is you put them in this carriage and you drop the carriage and you set for the set amount of time that they're supposed to be in there, and that's what processes these canned goods. So, and the lid you got to heat up to seal, so that way they seal and all that, and everything. Jars got to be warmed up. All that stuff's got to just be warmed up, and then that's what processes it and seals it and makes it good. And when you pull them out, I'll try to catch a video of that. They will ting. The lids will ting, and that's how you know they sealed. So, waiting on this to boil still. Alright guys, so the juice and sugar is to a boil. So it's got to be on there for 5 minutes. It's about halfway done. And then we're going to put the cranberries in. Can you guys hear that? That's the cranberries are starting to pop. We'll see if we can't catch any popping in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see how these cranberries, like right up in here, have split open. So that's how you get into the good part of the fruit. So guys, you can see the steam coming out here. We are in processing mode. We got about 6 minutes left. So the first batch is being processed. I will take you over here real quick and I will show you guys. Whoop! Almost fell, it's fine. What we did yesterday. So we got 5 jars of cranberry jam and 5 jars of cranberry sauce. Ignore the peanut butter in that jar, that's to get a label off. But, so that's what the sauce looks like. It's set up really good. So we got another batch getting ready to get going here in just a second, and I'll show you guys these ones when we get them out of here. The finished product is coming out, guys. That's coming out of the water bath. Alright guys, so we've got like 15 jars of cranberry sauce and 5 jars of the cranberry jelly, and I was advised we're going to town because they want to make more. So we're going to town to make more because we're going to have some gifts for people and stuff like that. So we're going to go to town. We're going to take Grandma some jelly and some sauce, the biggest critic of all. We're going to take it to her so that way she can tell us how we did. Alright guys, it is the weekly pork and chop update. They are getting big. Got some big old booties on them. That's good. So they got a pumpkin out there. It's too bright for you to see through that, but they got them a... Let's see if we can't get it to focus. Well, you can't see through pork, but they got a pumpkin they're chowing down on out there. We'll see if we can get them to come back in for their marshmallows.
Come on, sweetie.
Of course, Chop comes running when she hears marshmallows being eaten. Pork's all calm about it, and Chop's like, "Oh, marshmallows!"
Hey, come on, sweetie. No reason to fight over them.
All gone, guys. Well, that's their weekly update, guys. They're good looking, big. They are right on par for their well, their date to be taken care of. So, all right, guys. Mom and Danny are inside making more cranberry stuff, and I got to get this taken down. So this was Little Bit's temporary shelter we had just put up for her to get by with what we needed to get by with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off of here, and I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes after I get this all done. Alright guys, just like that, we got it all done. That's all taken down. Dad worked on getting more paint put on the rest of the trim on the chicken house here. Still needs another coat, but it's good enough to get us by if we don't get any more on this year before winter rolls around. So, and we got the old girls over here, and Notorious, he's like a buck in rut right now. He's sniffing everybody and peeing on himself. That's what male goats do. If you guys didn't know, they pee on themselves. So Alright guys, well those of you who aren't from Missouri, let me introduce you to some Missouri weather. It was like 60, 65 yesterday, and right now it's like, I think when I left town the bank said 28 degrees, and it's snowing. Welcome to Missouri, anybody who doesn't live in Missouri. Our weather is crazy every single year. It never fails. It is some kind of crazy weather. This year the snow's actually come a little bit later. Last year I think we had snow on November 8th. And it was a pretty decent storm, like 2 or 3 inches that year. But probably not going to accumulate to too much today, just because yesterday, like I said, it was so hot. The roads are perfect right now because, well, let's be real, they're too warm right now for anything to stick. So MoDOT's been out and about. I've seen, that was the 4th truck that just passed us. I've seen 4 trucks out already this morning. So but for today, guys, I gotta go get feed, which is a normal thing. I mean, rain, snow, sleet, ice, it don't matter, gotta get feed. I showed you guys already how bare our feed bunk is, so we have to get feed today no matter what. But luckily I have a tonneau cover on the back of my truck, so that makes it okay, because I can roll the tonneau cover back, throw the feed bags in there, roll the tonneau cover down, and it's pretty much, it's water resistant. I mean, a little water gets in there sometimes, but in snow and stuff like that, it's pretty watertight. So that's what we're headed to do, guys. I'll catch you guys up in a little while if we have anything else going on today, but we may just go ahead and end the vlog out, so we'll catch you guys in a second. Alright guys, you remember how I said we weren't doing anything else today? That's because of, well, what we have right here. First snowstorm of the year, which really isn't even that much snow, but the thing of it is it's the first time of the year for MoDOT too, on cleaning highways and stuff like that, so it takes some time to get back into their routine. I think they did a drill literally last week for this, so and the thing is it's mostly snow right now, so actually driving on snow-covered roads, to me, I always feel safer driving on snow-covered roads than them putting a whole bunch of salt on that's melting and it turns back into ice. So that's just me. But yeah, so we're moving 35 miles an hour, got her in 4 high just in case, you know, and we're cruising out to go feed tonight. So guys, if you want to, drop a like down below, drop a comment if you want, and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, all at Hummert's Goats and Yolks, and we'll catch you guys later.